Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you stuff it in your face. Don't stuff it in your face. Though it might look good to eat. Though it might look good to eat. And it might look good to taste. And it might look good to taste. You could get sick. Ick. Real quick. Ick. Real sick. Real ick. If it's okay to eat. If it's okay to eat. Like a muffin or a beet.
Like a muffin or a beet.
If you don't know just what it is, remember, boys and girls, don't put it in your mouth. Yeah.
Always ask someone you love before you put anything in your mouth.
It does it.
Two gay men took off their clothes, climbed a tree, and engaged in lewd sex acts for 4 hours in the tree before hundreds of onlookers.
We are controlling transmission.
Vulva is what girls have down below.
Your breasts grow firm and blossom under their canopy of fragrant silken skin. Feel your breasts swell. Feel them grow firm as they blossom to their natural limit. Feel the sensation.
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KK's Lunatic Fringe.
All systems go. Prepare for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock to adventure in the amazing year 400 billion.
Hey, what was your name there?
Veronica.
How you doing, Veronica?
Great, how are you?
I'm so good you wouldn't believe it. And I'm hungry as a horse, so I'm wondering if you can tell me what the specials are.
Right now, our specials on shrimp dishes. You can get all the shrimp dishes for $7.99.
All of them? How many is there?
Well, any of them, not all of them.
Oh, so you have to pay one by one.
Yeah.
One of them costs $7.99.
Yeah.
Oh, you really got my hopes up there for a second. Do you think maybe, while we're on that topic, Veronica, maybe we could strike something up here, where you could write down that my order was for just one of those things, and you could pass along with a little wink and a nudge that that's what my order was for, but when I show up, nobody really knows where the mistake got made, but for some reason the guy has, all of the shrimp dishes for me, but he's only charging me for one. You think, you ever heard of anything like that happen?
No.
Really? Well, maybe you think if we could make that happen this afternoon, and no one's bothered about it.
No, I don't.
Because you really got my hopes up just there.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What's the problem? I could slip a little $5 extra for you, maybe.
Well, no, because we're not actually at the store.
Well, but yeah, you could pull some strings. You're at the phone, right? You could, make a thing or two happen.
No, because the store.
I have confidence in the magic that you can make happen at the Holy Chow organization. I have confidence in the magic that you will weave.
Sorry, we don't do that.
No, just me and you. This is me and you talking. You're not representing the Holy Chow right now. This is me and you talking. You can make this happen for me.
No, sorry, we can't do that. We're not at the store, actually.
Right, but you can call the store. I know that you can make something happen here.
No, we're not allowed to do that.
I'm trying to say I respect you and your authority. And we can make something happen.
No, because we like to have them a chef.
Yeah, but you get them in on it. You could give them maybe 50 cents of your $5 or something.
Oh, sorry.
You can do this for me.
We're not actually close to any of the stores.
No, but that's what the telephone, internet is the age of instant communication. That's what's so great about the plans. We can make this happen. We can do this all the time. You know how much you make a few dollars extra doing this.
No, because they're all owned by separate owners, so they don't do that.
No, you can make something happen. Whoever we need to get in on this, all the way up to City Hall, we'll get them in on it. We'll get them in under the umbrella of the operation, and you and I will be at the top of the organization. We're going to run this town, me and you.
Okay, no, sorry.
It'll be the biggest racket anybody ever heard of, and it'll be me and you running it. They're going to make movies about us.
No, sorry. Do you want to place an order?
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Come on.
Sorry.
Think big. Think big. Have vision. Have vision with me, Veronica. I'm asking you to have vision for the future and your children and my children's children.
No, sir, we can't do that.
For the sake of the future, you can be visionary.
Sir, did you want to place an order?
Think big. Yes, I want to place an order. I want you to hook it up.
Hey, can I get your phone number, please?
Yes, of course you can. It's 416
Yeah.
3333.
No, your phone number. That's our order. Take the line.
I misunderstood entirely what you were asking me. Come on, Veronica, we can make this happen.
Hey, can I get your phone number?
You and me. I'll give you my phone number if we make this happen. Come on.
Sorry, sir. Did you want to place an order?
Of course I want to place an order. I want you to hook up this deal for me and deliver it. I want to place that order.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I just blew my own eardrums out when I played the applause, as well as yours. Well, thank you, everybody. Welcome to KDK's Lunatic Fringe. That was a world premiere prank call. I didn't play the world premiere sound effect because I wanted to... I wanted to run right from the song into the prank while I was trying to get Wild Bunch online here, but we got everything working. We're up and running on PCU Prank Call Underground Radio Network with 43 people and DEFCON or Wild Bunch Radio Network with 17 people. So that's sort of a last minute thing because I didn't know if I wanted to be over on Wild Bunch because they seem to not like me over there. As a matter of fact, they seem to avoid me on purpose over there. But that's okay. It's a good program, and I hoped it would attract people to hear about them and listen to them, because if you're listening to the program, when I play music, it sounds like crap on PCU, but if you tune over to wildbunchradio.com, then you can hear it in glorious 64K MP3 Pro stereo. Doesn't really matter so much for voice, but during the music, it does really make a difference. Anyway, we got a lot of shit to do tonight. That was just the first of 4 world premiere prank calls that were sent to me shortly before the program tonight by SeanWard.net. Everybody loves Sean Ward, including myself, who's in the chat room right now. If you would like to go speak to him or any of the other mildly famous people like myself that are in there, you can talk to Monkey Richie from Atlantic Dimensions and PCUG Radio. That's Ted, the host of 404 Not Found. And Sean Ward. Go to kdkprankcalls.com and click on the link for the chat room. Or if you're an IRC user, you use irc.centralchat.net. I have the AIM up and running too. If you want to make a comment about the program, send it to PCU Live, PCULIVE on AIM. And remember, if you have ideas for phone numbers, go to the chat room and private message them to me. And if you want to make a comment about the show, use the AIM. We'll keep them separated that way for a purpose, which I've explained on the air here, but I'm not going to do it again. We have new Arnold soundboard prank calls because I haven't heard any new good Arnold soundboard prank calls in a while. But I recently posted 19 brand new Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboard prank calls up at kdkprankcalls.com, done by new prank caller who so far only uses Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboards for some reason. But he's good at it, so why not stick with what you're good at, right? Anyway. Also, we have, I have some interesting music that I'm going to play for you, some stuff I downloaded before the program, some stuff from shows that I've edited recently that I can play on the air here. And, let me go to the chat room and see what people are saying. Intros wants to be on the air and he gives me his number, so once I find my phone card amongst the mess here on my desk, we can call Intros, who is himself getting pretty liquored up and wants to do some prank calls to entertain us all. He wants to be a prank monkey tonight, and I'll find that fucking card. I don't think it was dead. I don't remember tearing it up and throwing it out. The idiot says a show about prank calls? What the fuck? Well, just hang in there. You know, it doesn't take right away. It's not the sort of thing that grabs you right away. But if you hang around and you're listening for a while, it grows on you, and you want to become one of the family. And remember, phone numbers are for the chat room and not for AIM. Don't make me close the AIM. Don't make me block you. Don't be a dick. I block you, then you got to go through all the trouble to create another name or switch to another name. It's a hell of a lot more of a bother to you than it is to me to just block you. You know what I mean? So, people, don't be a dumbass. Anyway, Kinky is, I don't know. Satan is sending in a bunch of numbers that were confirmed working earlier tonight for, Eddie Satan, Dumma Redneck. Happy Seffi says, very nice intro. Seffi, that is not appropriate for right now. That's something to say after the program. Right now, you're distracting me. You guys will learn how this works in time. Anyway, Satan has numbers coming in, starting with Katie K, Eddie Satan, Delma Redneck, Troy Booty, Joan Freak, Marlene Redneck. Don't make me close the aim, people. Rather than hanging up, I asked for Rick, and would you believe it was the woman's husband's name? Okay, now I'm starting to block people who are saying stupid stuff to me. Uriel is writing in saying, if you feel like calling me, my number is, I don't want to prank though. Well, Uriel, if you have something that you want to talk about, something to fill in the dead space between the sounds of crickets chirping, let me know and I can give you a call. For the meantime, I closed out your window. Hellbringer says, sup my bro, welcome back, good to see you guys back here. As always, it's always good to see you guys here. Pez Boy has Joe King, Lee King, Chung Fuck. I hate having to block people. I don't like being a dickhead like that. Kiki says, I apologize for behaving like a fool. Forgive me. I'll stick with you over Blackout. I'll feed you info as to what he's planning. Call me on 1-800-SLUTFEST. Sean Ward is giving me his phone number because he wants to be on with us tonight, which means I'm going to have to find that phone card quick so that we can talk to our buddy Sean, because he likes to hit and run. As soon as he's on the air, he's going to be like smack out of that chat room. So let me call. You hear me rifling through my stuff on the desk here? And I'm not finding phone cards. Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure somebody out there has a phone card they can donate. I have one from Mobile from last week. Yeah, I have one from Mobile from last week. I have no idea how much time is on it and how good it is for Canada, or if it'll even let me call outside Canada. People are aiming me saying, don't block me, please. Okay, if you have, man, the show's a mess already, and we only just begun. Anyway, go to kdkprankcalls.com and click on the link for the chat room if you want to use the Java applet. Or if you're an IRC user, go to irc.centralchat.net, and the room is KDK. You double-click on me, and that's how you send me your info with your information and phone numbers for people that you might like me to call. Remember, make sure your numbers are confirmed so that I'm not going to call and get a busy signal, or nobody's going to answer or get an answering machine or a disconnected number or any of that bullshit. Okay, you guys test that out for me. It makes the show run a whole lot better, and everybody seems to like it a lot better that way. Anyway, I'm not finding this phone card, so I'm going to have to use Mobiles. Are you ready to make live prank calls yet? I don't think so. I'm going to play an Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboard prank call. And this is Arnold getting called by Legal in General. These are all out of the... No, you know what? I'm going to play the Tulip one. These are all out of the UK.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Paul calling on behalf of Tulip UK. Sir, may
How are
I
you?
ask, are you using any mobile phone?
Yes. My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Is it contract basis or pay-as-you-go?
Cyberdyne Systems Model 101.
So,
Yes.
it means you are on contract basis.
Yeah. Correct.
Alright. Sir, as we are giving you a better deal, if you like the deal, go ahead. Otherwise, no application part on your side.
What's
As
your
we are giving,
package?
so how much you are paying monthly rental on your mobile phone?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately. Who are you?
So I'm Paul, calling on behalf of Tulip UK. It's a business campaign from 3G Mobile Network.
Go on.
So as your number has been randomly selected, have a brand new Nokia 7600 absolutely free on your doorstep.
Yes.
And even we are
That's
helping
one of my mission parameters.
you to lowering down your monthly expenditure for your mobile phone.
No problemo. What's your real name?
Sorry?
What's your real name?
My name is Paul.
If you expect me to believe you, you know you're lying. What's your real name?
Sir, my name is Paul Bajaj. Full name Paul Bajaj.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
You used to be somebody I could
our
trust.
customer care, if you want some identities, if you want to know about our
Stop whining.
you can call our customer care
Yes.
number.
Yes! Are you going to help me now or not?
Alright.
What do you want?
If you like the deal, go ahead. Otherwise, no obligation on your part, sir.
Excuse me, I have a few more questions if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Sir, my dad is a businessman
Yes.
and we do business with that.
Yes. Let me talk to your mother.
Sorry?
Let me talk to your mother. Get your mother, please.
She's not here at present.
Why not?
She's at home. I'm in business workplace.
Where is she?
She's at home.
Yes. Come on, don't bullshit me. Don't be ridiculous.
Alright, sorry to interrupt you. Have a nice day, sir. Bye-bye.
Son of a bitch.
And we're back. And then that noise you hear in the background is Keith assembling what looks to be a gigantic new chair. Look at that thing. It's enormous. This isn't a big place. Look at that thing. It's like a foot bigger than this one. Yeah, it is. Well. But honey, it was on sale. I wasn't upset that you broke the chair. It's not like it's uncomfortable to sit in because you broke the back on it. There's nothing wrong with your chair, though, is there? Well, no, that'll be my chair, and this broken one will be people who come over here. That way, when they lean back, they fall out of the chair, and we get a laugh out of it. Yes, Keith broke my chair, everybody. Keith broke my chair, you bastard.
I believe that that was my chair anyway.
No, your chair is in the bedroom.
My mother gave me that chair.
So I bought... Oh, that's right, we bought the other one. That's right. Well, Baba Boy, hamster's penis. Hey, I'm not... Yeah, I'll sit on a milk crate for 3 hours here while I get drunk. How many times will I fall off the milk crate instead of the beer count? What's the crate fall count right now? Anyway, I must apologize because in the hours leading up to the program, I was drinking beers. So, I know it's very unprofessional. This is, in fact, the most unprofessional show in all of Internet radio. Pisses some people off that so many people listen to something so amateurish and sophomoric. But it's good, isn't it? Anyway, let me, I'm going to go get the phone, and we're going to call up our good friend, Sean Ward. And,
Markham Video.
Hello, I received a notice about some late videos.
I
don't think I ever rented these movies.
Yeah. No, you rented them all right.
I'm looking at this one, and it's called Scatamania 9, and I know I never saw that one.
No, you rented. I was, even though I've only been working here for 2 hours, I saw when you rented that 3 weeks ago.
Is that the one with Keanu Reeves in it?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. It's the one where they CG'd his ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, there's the one where he was starring with this up-and-coming young actor named Kinky UK.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that well.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Well, I'm sorry, it must have slipped my mind.
Oh, you'll be all right. You'll notice that we don't have Barry on the phone this time.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get him. Well, because here's the thing: is he's got this girl that he's checking, right? Yeah. He takes this girl way the fuck, like I'm talking like a 24-hour car ride straight north, like up to the damn Arctic damn near. Is where his parents live. He takes this girl with him for Christmas and still insists that she's just a friend. And when you press him a little bit, you find out that it's a situation in which she's planning on going somewhere far away to get, like, they're both in a PhD program, and she's going to keep on going even further. And to do the next program, she's going to go somewhere far away. So they're both playing this game with each other where they don't want to get into anything serious because she's moving away, but at the same time, they spend all of their fucking time together. So basically, they're boyfriend-girlfriend without the sex.
That sucks.
And where is he? He's with this girl right now.
Not getting laid.
Yeah. Fucking watching rented movies and eating French toast.
Yeah, he's watching the Scatamania 9.
He does that. I have 2 questions that I wanted to make a point to ask you. Number 1, why do you think I'm on dial-up? You've mentioned this several times, and I have no idea where you got this idea that I'm on dial-up.
I thought you said once that you needed like a heads up before I was going to call, and I must have thought that it was because you had to log offline.
Oh, well, then I have no idea what the deal is with that. But no, I'm not on dial-up. Not that it matters because whether I was or wasn't. Well, now you know too. You can use that fact to know that if I'm listening to the show, I can still.
And what was the other question?
The other question was with regards to the fact that you're broadcasting on Wild Bunch tonight.
Yes.
So when you went on your audio blog and said, "That's it, I'm not broadcasting Lunatic Fringe on any other network ever again," was that because, as I suspect, maybe you smoke a bit of a doob and then you get really worked up and you get like excited about whatever idea you have right then and there, and you do stuff like post to your audio blog or whatever, and then later on go, fuck it.
No, it's the opposite way around.
Oh.
I didn't intend to be on Wild Bunch, but they're really offended if I say I don't want to go on. It's one of those things where I'm stuck in the middle because I don't want to be on because then Mark the DJ might get pissed off because I'm on there, but not on over at DEF CON. And I don't want the Wild Bunch people to get pissed off because I don't want to be over there.
Oh, jeez.
It's like a whole bunch of shit, and I'm always stuck in the middle, you know?
Well, my advice to you, without getting into it too heavy, I've sent you a few emails about this, so my advice to you would be...
I was thinking of the listeners, because basically I can stream a better quality to them, so if people want to listen in a higher quality, and it doesn't really even make a difference except for the music.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that you're perfectly within your rights to say anybody can broadcast Lunatic Fringe all you like, but don't expect that I'm going to reciprocate by broadcasting your shows, because I'm fucking KDK. I know how good my show is, and I know how much better your network's going to be on it.
No. They're friends of mine, and they do great shows, and their shows did well when they were on PCU.
Oh, good.
But it's just... Ted and I both agree that I think it's better if we remain prank call centric because.
Oh my God! When Ted was doing that thing where he was saying he was going to take PCU down, I was going to cry.
Yeah.
I was shitting my pants.
I didn't talk about the latest drama because it was resolved so earlier in the week. But
yeah, that was wild.
After last week's 404 not found, there was some fallout, and Ted got scared, and he took PCU down. And we were dead for about 2 days.
Yeah, he went on the message board saying, that's it, it's done, taking it down, it's over.
Yeah.
And, like, everybody was posting going, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why the numbers for PCU have been down a lot lately, I think. Like, while we were gone, people found something else they liked better.
Oh, who knows what it is? They'll come back.
Yeah, right.
Because you're gonna have people like how I discovered it was just like, tripping over Showcast and just digging around. And I go, oh, prank call station. You're gonna get more people to do that.
You just happened to tune in while we were live?
Well, I just happened to tune in. Maybe that's what it was. I was just listening to PCU off and on here and there, and then I think one day I just tuned in and it's like, oh wow, live show, rock on. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it went down. And then like the very next week, I think I made a point to listen, and then came in the chat room and stuff.
Cool.
If I'm not mistaken, that's exactly how it went down.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Well, I'm glad to be had. Although that sounds kind of funny.
If we're going to do a prank call, it'll have to be local because I only have the one phone card.
Okay, because we got this dude named H Beta in the chat room who wants us to double team his girlfriend's cousin or some shit.
What?
I should be a little more careful with my phrasing of things. There's a guy named H Beta in the chat room. He says he gave you a phone number for his girlfriend's friend or his girlfriend's cousin or something, and he wanted me and you to call this friend of the girlfriend or cousin of the girlfriend.
Yeah, but it would have to be local to me.
But so that's what I'm asking you: is that number he gave you local, or is he going to have to, just deal?
No, that's definitely not local.
Well, then, whatever.
I'm not paying long-distance charges for this show. That's where I'm drawing the line. I'm not paying long-distance charges for this, even though my number will be blocked.
Yeah, well, it's time to call Three Brothers Diner, I guess.
No, we haven't gotten any fun out of them. I was going to try like a regular citizen.
Okay, we'll do a regular citizen.
I got the phone book right in front of me here, so I'll call out a name.
Okay.
And actually, I'll mute the mic and call out the name, so don't repeat it.
Okay.
And then I'll call. Okay.
Well, I'm going to say the name when I talk to the person.
Well, try not to say both names. Try to use one or the other.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the bomb. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, you got that?
Yeah, but just tell me how to spell the last name.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Do you really? You can
I
just
don't.
make it up.
That's true. I'm just writing it down, you see, so I don't forget it, so I can use it during the call.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to click over and be right back.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Bhatti.
Yeah?
Hello? We have your file on my desk right now. I'm sorry it took so long for me to return your call, but I am calling you back about your claim.
About which
Your claim has been approved, and the litigants for the next case are making their way into the courtroom right now.
Which claim are you talking about?
The claim with regards to the small claim for the, what was it, the broken window?
Oh, okay.
Right. So I know it's been 2 or 3 years since we've been in touch, but your claim has finally gone through, and the litigants for the next case are on their way into the courtroom.
Okay.
Right. So when can you be here, please? I need you to come tonight if you can. Hello.
I just don't know what are you talking about.
I need you to come into the office tonight if you can.
Which office and which claim are you talking about?
I'm getting very, very tired of playing these games. You need to come down to the office tonight to sign the papers, because the litigants for the next case are making their way into the courtroom. Mr. Bhatti? Your claim is on my desk.
What is your telephone number?
My name is your claim is on my desk.
Who are you?
My name is Mr. Porter. I married white. Do you feel that you might need specialized merchandising to help you with the claim?
He's gone. That was a great new voice. You always surprise me, Sean. What is the name of that character?
I don't know. I just fucking made it up in the moment. I told the guy that guy was called Mr. Porter.
You have 1 minute of call time remaining.
Brown name I could think of.
Shit, I just got the notice. This always happens with you and I.
What?
I noticed while editing the last couple programs. The phone card always runs out while you're on the line.
Oh, Christ.
So the phone card is about to run out. We got the 1-minute warning.
Okay.
So go ahead and tell everybody what you want to tell them.
Okay, well, everybody knows, once again, well, actually, this is some news, is that I finally fixed the animation section. It came to my attention that there was a problem where people could not see the titles of the cartoons to click on. Well, that problem has been resolved, and you can now go to the animation section at SeanWard.net and watch all of my psychedelic animations that will hopefully inspire you to buy some comic books through PayPal.
Yes,
Everybody go to SeanWard.net right now. Well, not right now, after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay in the chat room for right now, but after that, go to SeanWard.net. And, yeah, always lovely to talk to you.
Okay, peace out, bro.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I want to hear when the card is about to die.
To continue this call...
There you go. We got it within like 10 seconds. The card died. No, that's a pro for you. Is it comfortable? It looks just like your chair, actually. It's the same thing, isn't it? How much would we pay for your chair? No, I wouldn't have paid that much for an office chair. I mean, cheap ass. Probably about the same price. Huh? It's probably one of those things that they put on sale like every month or so, like they do at the supermarket. They put the same things on sale like once a month. Anyway, Usuck was requesting that we call the Three Brothers Diner, which I decided not to do. Maybe next week. Somebody's telling me to call Sean Collect. That's not going to happen. Somebody's giving me numbers for pranks, and I don't accept them through AIM. Remember, you got to go to the chat room. That's not me being a prick and trying to get everybody into the chat room. That's me trying to, because the chat room, your IM, if you will be saved in that chat room, and I'll leave it there until I'm ready to go and do the prank calls. Whereas with the AIM, it clutters up the fucking screen, so I'm going to read your comment and then close it right away. And again with that one. I'm from a small town in Central Asia, so I need you to tell me something. What is a prank call? He types remarkably well for somebody in a small town in Central Asia, don't you think? He typed it perfectly. Yeah. Well, it's not really a prank phone call. It's called improvisational phone comedy. Right? Because I'm no longer going to let the 2-bit bad comedians look down upon us because we're mere prank callers. We're better than they are, and they know it. Anyway, what was I saying? That didn't even make sense. Somebody says call a local sex shop. Well, guess what? There ain't no local sex shops around here. We're very repressed. They're not open now. There's one kinky place like 45 minutes away, and they're not going to be open this time of night. It's not that type of town. We never live in that type of city. We're not as evil and corrupt as many parts of the United States yet. What? Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you're not supposed to say where we are. Duh. You didn't notice I wasn't saying it? Yeah, I used to always say it. Thanks, dude. The gate has opened. Have a good show. I'm going to bed. Look forward to listening to it in 4 weeks. Well, Kinky has left the building. But remember, it's like, what is it, fucking like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning there now? Some ridiculous time. Somebody is bothering me by IMing me the same name about 20 times, so I'm going to close you out and not even consider making you a prank call. Because you're going to be a dick and so am I. Mr. Peepers has phone numbers for Clayton Cooch, Poon Tang, Marjorie Cooter. Mr. Peepers says he has a phone card that we can use. Okay, Mr. Peepers, give us a number. And Raw Milk is also sending in a phone card number. So we've got 2 phone cards. So I can call somebody and then we can do 3-way prank calls. So maybe it'll be time to call Entros. Maybe it'll be... Oh, that one was really gross. I burped up something awful. Anyway, I'm going to play a prank... no, I'm not going to play a prank call right now. I'm going to play a song. And, do you have any requests? What would you like to hear? I have something I would like to hear. And I'll be right back, right after this. If I remember what it was called. Hey.
Hey.
Intros, how you doing, man?
Hi, man. What's going on?
Oh, not much. I'm sitting here drinking beers and trying to do internet radio.
No, I had 2 bowls before you started. Now I'm working on the beer.
Did you really?
Yeah, man.
I just smelled it, and I just turned around, and Keith has a pipe. Keith is smoking weed right behind me, not sharing.
That bastard. Slap him.
What? You know, while I'm doing the show over here, Keith is over here. You know the big empty box you get after you assemble the office chair? He put the cats inside, and he's blowing his in through a hole in the box and clam bacon. Who's in there? Mouse and Sebastian are both in the box, getting clam baked.
That's great.
I wish we had a webcam so they could watch it. Oh, they're crying. Let me move in closer so you can hear the cats in misery. Knock on the box or something. Make them cry. Mouse. Mouse. No.
Hey, Katie K, man, you ain't getting any pussy tonight.
Hang on a second. Keith is taking another. He's going to give the cats another hit. They're starting to scratch at the side of the box. And the hit number 3 is going in the box. And the hand is going over the hole. The cats are going to come out all mellow and hungry.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good weed, too. They're going to get really fucked up. Oh, he opens the lid and smoke comes out. And a cat head pops out and looks very unsure. And another cat head. And Mouse pulls herself out very unsteadily. Oh, she almost fell and jumped to the floor. Sebastian may have decided that he'd rather stay inside the box.
He likes the box.
He likes the Mouse? Mouse wants out and Sebastian wants to clam bake in the box. No, he just jumped out. And like a puff of smoke came out behind him. And he got a head shake. You know you give a cat a good hit when they give a head shake. So, Intros, you feel like calling somebody tonight?
Sure, why not?
You have anybody in particular in mind?
I want to call Cooter, man.
You want to call who?
Cooter. The last name Cooter. I don't know, Peepers gave you the number.
Peepers gave me the number. Let me find Mr. Peepers.
Hello? Hi, man. Please speak to Mr. Yes? Yes? How you doing tonight, sir? All right. That's great. My name is Mike Wilson, and I'm calling from Great Big Sea.
Well, I can barely understand you. Just a minute.
Don't yell at me.
Now, try it again.
I am from Great Big Sea Incorporated, okay? We sell hearing aids. Are you hard of hearing?
Yeah. Well, no. Here, wait a minute. I've got another phone here. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay?
Clayton, can you hear me now?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello? I can't hear.
You can hear me now. Clayton?
Hello?
All right. Do you have a hearing problem?
Yes, he does have. What was it you wanted?
Oh, well, we were trying to sell him hearing aids, ma'am. Ironically enough.
He's already bought some new ones.
Oh, well, they don't seem to be working very well.
He doesn't have them yet.
Oh, well, do you think you can get him to put them in? You know, maybe we can improve on his hearing aids.
I hung up on them. They were clicking around too much. They were suspicious.
Well, all right.
Okay. And it wasn't going anywhere anyway.
No.
He got his wife on. Usually it's the other way around. You get the woman and they put the man on. They pawn it off on the man.
Exactly.
But he's so pussy-whipped.
I'd say. I thought he was going to start screaming at me for a sec.
So what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking Bush, man.
Bush? Regular Bush?
Regular Bush.
Where are you? Are you in... You're not in Canada, are you?
Yeah, I am, but I also have a U.S. number. It cost me like $4 American a month for that extra number.
Oh, really? And you don't drink Molson or anything good?
I like Labatt.
Molson gives me diarrhea.
Oh, well,
real Molson.
Like Blue, man.
What?
Blue. Ever had Blue?
Labatt Blue? No.
Yeah.
Well, I've had the United States version, but it's not the same as a Canadian.
Yeah. No, I don't like Molson. It's pretty sick.
We water it down. Yeah, Molson is pretty strong for a beer, isn't it?
I don't know, and the worst one out there is still, like, Lucky Lager. Ever had it?
I never even heard of it. Lucky Lager?
Pretty gross. It's like $1 a beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they call it Lucky Lager. Because for a couple bucks you can get a big drunk and get lucky.
Hell yeah.
Sadly, old people always seem to be the best at prank call targets. You suck, you're absolutely right. Old people are some of the most fun you'll have making prank calls.
If it goes right, you know.
I love the elderly. Well, I hate elderly people. Maybe that's why I like pranking them so much.
Yeah, man.
Not elderly men. I don't like old women. Old women are always nasty and mean and angry to me.
Oh, well, that's why you try and sell them a bingo membership or some shit.
A bingo membership.
Bingo. Actually, that might be fun. Do we have any old ladies we can call?
I can look. Mr. Peepers usually gives me a description of what the people are like. We have an Asian lady, an old guy, an old lady. Okay, we got an old lady. Okay. I'm going to mute the mic and tell you the name, and please only repeat one of the names instead of like that last call where you kept repeating both names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, may I please speak to Barton?
Speaking.
Barton, how are you doing this evening?
Who are you?
My name's Mike. I want to know if you like playing bingo. This?
I guess he doesn't like bingo.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you were right. I didn't see it before, but there is a Marjorie Cooter. Fuck, I said her name, now we can't call her.
Aw. Cooter. I love that last name.
We'll have to save that for another night. Let's see who else we can call. I'm looking for more old people.
I would just love to sell someone a bingo packet.
Okay, this is a confirmed old guy. The kids are all stoned, now they're hungry.
Hello?
Hello, may I please speak to Jerome?
Speaking.
How you doing, Jerome?
Hello?
Hi. I was wondering if you had time to answer a quick question for me.
Yes?
All right. Do you enjoy playing bingo?
No.
Have you ever played bingo?
No.
Why haven't you ever played bingo? It's a fun game. You can win money.
Please, I'm very busy. I can't discuss why I haven't played bingo. I'm too old to start now. Have a good night. Bye.
But bingo is for the elderly. I'm going to have to let you go because I got to pee really bad.
All right, man.
Okay, peace out, bro. Sorry to rush you off the phone, Antros, because I really do need to go pee. And while I'm gone, I'm going to play the second of the world premiere Sean Ward prank calls that I'm going to be playing tonight. This one is entitled Survey.
How you doing, man? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
All right, I think you've got the wrong number.
What can I do for you?
Can't do anything for me.
Well, can I give you a survey? How many lights are on in your house right now?
2.
And how many television sets are on at any one time?
1.
How many television sets have you owned in your life?
1.
How many television sets would you like to own in your future life?
Not any more than 1.
Do you believe that there will be television sets in your next life?
Not really.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
Yeah.
Do you believe in the flower carnation?
Yeah.
Do you believe in the flower chrysanthemum?
Nope.
Do you wish you had $1 million?
Everybody does.
Do you wish you had $1,000?
Yeah.
Do you wish somebody would take $1,000 away from you?
No.
Do you sometimes wish you had got a raise at work?
was a time when the sun was shining bright.
So I went down to the beach to catch me a tan.
Then the next thing I knew, a wave 20 feet high came and washed your whole country away. And all at once, you could hear the screaming chains, and no one was safe from the wave.
There were Africans drowning,
little Chinamen swept away. You could hear God laughing, swim, you bitches, swim. So now you're screwed, it's the tsunami. You better run or kiss your ass away, go find your mommy. I just saw her blow by, a tree went through her head, and now your children will be sold child slavery.
So now you're screwed, it's a tsunami. You better run and kiss your ass away, go find your mommy.
I just saw her float by, a tree right through her head, and now your children will be sold in child slavery.
So now you're screwed,
so now you're screwed.
It's a tsunami,
it's a tsunami.
You better run and kiss your ass away, go find your mommy.
Can't find my mommy. I just saw her float by, a tree went through her head, and now the children will be sold in child slavery. Please not the kids. I'll pay for all the kids, the little Indonesian kids, the little Asian kids, the Chinese kids, the black, well not the black kids, but the white kids, the Puerto Rican kids. I love them all. I'll pay for everything. I promise. I won't touch them.
How many people are listening now? It's 10 for every number in the listener box. 1.
And we're back. And that was the stupid little tsunami song they got. That's, well, it's going to end up getting 2 DJs fired in New York because they played it on their radio station. They played it during their show, and they got fired. But I can play it without getting fired, and I can say that it's horrible. It's awful. I don't see why everybody's making such a big deal about it. It's not funny. It's stupid. It's typical Z Morning Zoo bad parody business. It's like the sort of stuff they do every day in like Z Morning Zoo land. Do you know what I mean when I say Z Morning Zoo? Like the quote wacky guys that the generic wacky guys that different cities across America will put on the air in the morning drive time when they can't afford to pay the royalties for someone good like Howard Stern. So it sucks, much like the show that played it probably sucks. And I wanted to play it just so everybody knew what everybody was whining about and how awful it was. And it's pretty bad. It's mean. It's not very funny. It's very bad. The singing is awful. The lyrics are pretty bad. You know what? Fire them just for being bad radio people rather than just having poor taste. Just say that bit sucks so bad and so many people heard it. We gotta fire you. We can't get around it. We'll never live that down. It was so bad. How many people tuned out while I was playing that crap anyway? Probably a bunch of people tuned out because I was playing that crap. A wild bunch of people tuned out. Direct all hate mail to whatever douchebag produced that song. Don't send it to me because I couldn't give a rat's ass. And nothing's going to happen if you complain to me. I'm my own boss. What, am I going to have a talk with myself? I'm going to have a sit down? Oh, that reminds me. We got a contest this week. Because I got a good question. So we are going to give away a copy, still sealed, a brand new DVD copy of the movie I, Robot. So we actually have a halfway decent prize this week. So if you want to play, you got to get into the chat room at kdkprankcalls.com. There's 28 people in there now. Go on in and join everybody and play the game along with us. I'll give you a moment to figure your way there. If you're an IRC user, the address is irc.centralchat.net. The room is KDK, and I'm going to look at the main chat room, and whoever gives the answer in the main chat room, not private messages, not instant messages, whoever gives the answer first in the main chat room will win a copy of iRobot. You got to email me your address, and I'll mail it on out to you. And the question is, and it's a toughie, which listener resigned this week? You know, I've made jokes in the past about how the show is so offensive sometimes that we get letters of resignation from listeners. And the question tonight is, who resigned during the preceding week? Who resigned this week? That's a good question. And nobody's going to get it. I'm going to get to keep my iRobot. Which is good because it's a cool movie. Actually, I don't need it because I already have a copy of it. That's why the contest is called I'm Only Going to Throw It Away, because really, it's something I would regift for somebody else next year, probably. You want to regift it? I won't give it away if you want to regift it. It was a great movie. Yeah, it was. Very good. Special effects, top-notch. It was a great movie. Really? I'm only going to throw it away. I still owe Manic a copy of White Chicks. I sent out a lot of stuff for like a lot of the past contests. But I haven't sent out Manic's DVD of White Chicks. Mainly because I haven't watched it yet. Because I said on the air I was going to watch it and then send it out. I didn't say I was going to send it new and unopened. iRobot, I actually like that movie, Says You Suck. Yes, it was a very good movie. And so far nobody is giving me the correct answer in the chat room. Nobody's won the contest yet. So if you know the answer, who resigned from listening to KDK's Lunatic Fringe this week? How fucking retarded is that? It pisses me off because it's so stupid. They're writing to me to say that they're not going to be listening anymore because I've done or said something that they disagree with. Okay, so what is the point of that if they're not going to hear me react to it on the air? I don't see what the point is. If there's a TV show that I don't like and I decide I don't want to watch it anymore, I don't write like hate mail to the producers saying I'm not going to watch it anymore. If Howard Stern became boring and I didn't want to listen to him anymore, I wouldn't call him every day and say, I don't listen anymore. You know? I'm not going to send him emails saying I'm not going to listen anymore because whatever. And still, Entros is guessing Princey, but it's not Princey. Princey, I think I alienated 2 or 3 weeks ago when she called in and I played the crickets on her. But the point has to be made. I don't like being a mean guy. At least I try to be funny about it when these people call in. I love you to death, and I talk to you online all the time, but I can't talk to you on the air unless you have something that you want to discuss on the air. You know what I mean? Like who? Yeah, airworthy. That's a good word. Airworthy. Neo is here. Neo says, hey, KDK, I got 3 cartoons that will be heading your way in a few weeks. Neo's making fucking cartoons now? That is awesome. Imagine how great it would be to have, like, Neo Anime Flash animation. NeoAnime.com or something. That'd be awesome. Neo hasn't sent us any artwork in a while. It's all up on the site at the fan art page if you wanted to go take a look. But Neo hasn't sent us anything. Neo sends us hard copies. A lot of people send us like stuff just through email, but Neo actually sends it through physical mail so that we have it and we can frame it and put it on the wall. And it's like it's a keepsake. You know, if a couple years from now I don't want anything to do with KDK, it's like something I can use to remember it by. You know. Or like 50 years from now when I'm famous, I can sell it on eBay for millions of dollars. I'm kidding him. Or when Neo's famous years from now, I can sell it on eBay for millions of dollars. Hey! Let me close that one out. Anyway, who do we want to call? Oh, fuck, there's a ton of people blinking up here. Let me see what people are saying in the chat room. What do I got to download to be able to go on tonight after you if Ted won't? Oh, how cool would that be? Well, I didn't mention it, but remember how I said Ted got scared and he took the PCU down for a couple days? He said that he'll still run the PCU server, but he doesn't want to host a live program anymore. So that means the end of 404 not found, unless Rebel wants to run it on his own. But Sean Ward is offering to do it and asking what it would take to do it. So, Sean, I don't think I can do that for you on the air, but if you contact me off the air, we can definitely have you up and running in time for next week. If you wanted to take over 404 Not Found, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome. How great would it be to have a Sean Ward prank call show? Awesome. This network is really kicking ass. I'm really happy lately. We got Mental Discharge, great prank callers, Henry Kensington. You know Henry Kensington. They ripped him off for fucking crank anchors with their, what do they call him? Niall Standish. Crank anchors has ripped off more than a couple of underground prank callers on their way to stardom. Well, Adam Carolla stole a couple from us, and apparently the guy who does Niall Standish had heard a couple of Mental Discharge calls. And also Blackout is back. Starting this coming Thursday, Blackout promises. He was supposed to do it this past Thursday, but it didn't happen. But you know how Blackout is. So this coming Thursday, Blackout promises that it's going to be his first show back, live, on the air, 100% live, not just playing old shit constantly in music. So we're going to hold him to it, and we're going to hold it against him if he doesn't do it. I sounded really drunk when I said that. We're going to hold it really against him if he doesn't hold to it. Seriously, because he needs the encouragement. He does. He doesn't need negative comments, but he's the kind of person like me that needs like encouragement to remind him that all his effort is not for naught. You know what I mean? That there are people out there that appreciate it. What were you saying? What? Blackout is in Florida. We can be very general about it. Why?
Else there, all his friends there, it's really not all that good. But if it's just Blackout, then it's good.
That's why this program should be exciting, because all the circumstances are changed, and he doesn't have the house where he can, you know, just have like a house party and then do the show from it every week. He's living... I'm not sure what I should and shouldn't say on the air, so I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. And if my honesty pisses you off, I'm sorry, but Blackout is living with his mom, and I would assume that loud, raucous parties would be out of the question. So I would assume the show would be a little more solitary and focused. Hopefully, but who knows until it goes on, right? But anyway, I helped hook Blackout up with Wild Bunch Radio, so he's going to be on Wild Bunch. I think Jiggy Jaguar has him on over there, and we have him on PCU, which is where most people will probably be listening to him. Whether he wants to admit it or not. On PCU Prank Call Underground Radio. So make sure you tune in this Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the premiere, the re-premiere of Blackout's Box Live. And fucking Mental Discharge. I listened to Mental Discharge this week, and the whole while I'm sitting there thinking he's doing me. But it's good. So I have no problem with anybody taking anybody else's mojo as long as they can do it as well or better, you know? And I think he was pretty good. He entertained me. So everybody ought to listen to Mental Discharge, which is Wednesdays at 11 p.m. We got 3 live prank call shows now. Kick ass. Neo says, I sent this in the chat room, but is it... Oh. Nope, Neo, that's not right. You know, I was so convinced that nobody would get the right answer that I stopped paying attention to the chat room to see who was guessing for the contest. So I'm going to scroll up. Neo is guessing Josh, and no, it wasn't Josh. It wasn't Nose. Somebody said Nose here. Well, I'm scrolling up because I don't want to rip anybody off of their prize of iRobot. I shouldn't laugh. It is a really good movie. If you haven't seen it yet, why not watch it on DVD, right? For free. And it looks like nobody got it, so I'm going to close the contest down with no winner. And the answer was... And I'm going to wait a moment for dramatic effect. No, actually, I'm waiting for the chat room to catch up. So the last thing said in the chat room was, "I love DJ Glowworm." So now I'm going to announce the answer, and people can't go back and say, "I gave the answer." You know what I mean? So let's wait for the delay while I take a sip of beer. The last thing that was said in the chat room was, "I love DJ Glowworm." The contest is closed. And the answer was Ilsonic. Nobody got it right. Probably because I haven't removed his name from the gallery yet. I haven't removed his picture from the gallery yet. But we got a letter of resignation. Apparently something I did or said last week greatly offended Ilsonic to the point where he decided not only was he not going to listen to the program anymore, but he was going to stop living his life through the computer and go out and meet actual real people. So you can't really argue with him because that's a damn fine idea. I didn't realize that he was so so far gone into the internet. But it's good that we helped him decide that he needs to go out and make a life for himself. And I sort of have a vague idea why he's a little pissed off, but I can't really say it on the air. As a matter of fact, I won't say it off the air either. I told Ted. Ted knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm reminding myself of? That Justin Hall video that they were playing on Mental Discharge this past week. It's a great video. I'm going to have to post it on the site somewhere so people can, like, download it quick. I'll see if I can shrink it and put it in Windows Media. Because QuickTime sucks balls. Basically, it's a video of this loser who does nothing but keep blogs and updates them, like, a dozen times a day and shit like this. He's been doing it for, like, 6 years. He's, like, the king of all blogs, or so he thinks. And he's, like, pushing 30. And he videotaped himself on the phone crying to a friend because nobody likes him, because he's a douchebag in his blog and everybody reads it. And how he writes his blog because he wants to, how is he putting it? He wants to be able to, he wants to create his art. His artwork is a fucking blog, okay? It's not artwork, it's a fucking blog, you douche. And he's crying on the camera and... But anyway, I was reminding myself of that guy because I'm thinking how there's shit on the air that I can't talk about. Or I'm going to catch shit about if I talk about. And that's one of those situations. Neil says, also out of curiosity, what color or type of shirt would Edgar wear? Edgar's old and boring, and old people wear boring clothes. I would imagine brown or tan or plaid or some plaid golfer's pants with penny loafers.
In a pink shirt.
No, that would be Maurice. Edgar's old and decrepit. He's like in his 80s.
Okay, then light yellow.
Light yellow. A very boring color. You know, old people always wear, like, boring, inappropriate clothing? Because they're, like, pulled out of 2 decades ago. I imagine Edgar wearing, like, a Bob Newhart vest. A wool vest and a long-sleeve plaid shirt. And, like, a fishing hat. With tackles and lures hanging off it.
Yeah.
Because he likes fishing. You know, old people love fishing. And talking about the weather. And talking about their ailments. And talking about the government. And who died. And where things used to be. That used to be over there. Yeah. In the good old days, the Quickie Mart was at the corner, not here in the middle of the street. I don't know why people blog stuff every 30 minutes. I watched a fly today. It moved. You suck says. Stuff is so boring, I don't care. What do you do? But most of the time, blogs are boring. Yeah, really. These people are writing about blogs that they wrote because they have no life. They live in their house. And some of them can make money off of their website so they don't have to work for a living, so they don't need human contact.
You know what he reminds me of?
My goal in life.
That guy reminds me of, for anybody who, any fans of illwillpress.com, how to be a bitch hermit.
That's right, he's a total bitch hermit. I wish I had the URL to I bet you if you go to Google and you do a search on Justin Hall, or do a search on Justin Hall video or Justin Hall mental breakdown, you'll find like a link to the video. I'll have to post it on our servers so that people can find it easy. Because it's fucking funny as hell. It's like 10 minutes long, and this guy is such a fucking douchebag. Such a fucking whiny-ass poser. You want to just give him a gun and load it for him. You whiny-ass bitch. Just kill yourself. And it's so obvious from the video, he's whining about women. He's whining about how women aren't attracted to him because of his art that he creates in his blog. No, women aren't attracted to you because they can sense that you're fucking gay! He's a fucking total closet case. He's completely fucking gay. And the reason why he can't get a woman is because he doesn't pursue women. Because he's not attracted to them. But he hasn't accepted his gayness. So he's just thinking, oh, I'm not getting laid because women aren't attracted to me. That's like the fallback of every gay guy who wants to like remain in the closet. I can't get laid because I don't know how to communicate or I'm ugly. That's like the fallback of every closeted gay guy. Like, yeah, I know people like that. Or because they were brought up to be Christian. Or so, the religious beliefs won't allow them to be happy. God forbid your own religion would allow you to be happy. What happened? You Jesus freaks.
She got mad at me one day because I said suck. I told Steve he sucks.
Oh, really? Because you're implying that he sucks penis. You got to remember, those Christians read dirtiness into everything because they're so repressed that their minds are absolutely filthy. They see filth and flouring everywhere. Filth and flouring and flouring and filth. Anyway, I'm going to play another one of those Sean Ward brand new prank calls sent to me right before the program here, just for your listening amusement tonight. God bless you, Sean Ward. We love you. This one is called Where You Gotta Go.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, how was work today?
Was good. Who's calling?
Yes, Paul. What are you having for dinner tonight?
Sorry.
What are you having for dinner tonight?
Who is this?
Paul.
Paul who?
Paul Jesus.
I'm not familiar with that name.
That's all right. What are you having for dinner?
Can I give you a call back in about 10 minutes?
You got the wife cooking? Where you gotta go? Hey, partner.
Hello?
Where you gonna go?
Where am I gonna go where?
You just said you wanted to call me back in 10 minutes. I was like, what do you gotta do for 10 minutes?
Yeah, I just gotta go do something.
You gotta have a poop?
Okay, later, man.
You gotta have a poop? Is that where you're going?
And we're back, and that was a quickie, a 54-second prank call from SeanWard.net. And let's see who we feel like calling here. Let me go back to the chat room and see who I feel like talking to tonight. Everybody's blinking again. I can't even see people's names. It's just like blinking windows here at this point. There's so many people. Too much people. Juggle Who says, I'm fucking disappointed. When did this show turn into a forum for making fun of people with serious problems? Damn. When was it ever not a place for making fun of people with serious problems? When did you ever get that misimpression? Yeah, really. Remember me playing the kids of Whitney High within the first few weeks of me being on the air, a chorus of retarded children? Come on, get with it, buddy. People aren't as luck as you to have the liberty of avoiding these serious social problems. I have my own problems that you have no idea about, okay? And I'm not going to go into right now. I went into it once and probably never again. That's really fucking low, man. The shit you're saying about this guy, I don't care how much of a prick he is. He's extremely depressed and you're not helping shit. Go fuck yourself, asshole. Wow. I pissed off Jugahoo. I'm happy about that for some reason. He's one of those people who's always just looking for something to get pissed off about. I'm making fun of him because he's a fucking poser pussy. because he's videotaping his mental breakdown. And if you watch the fucking video, instead of reacting to my reply to it, go watch the fucking video and you'll see what I mean. He's a fucking poser, posing for the camera and fixing his hair and fixing his face. You'll see what I mean. Just go take a look. Don't talk out of your ass. Next, we got Chado saying, I'm back just for tonight and tomorrow, though, if you could make an announcement. So, everybody, welcome. Chado is back, whoever that might be. And next, we got Juggle who's saying, wow, kicking somebody when they're down is fucking really creative. Okay, Juggle if you don't like it, tune out and don't bother me anymore, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Monkey Richie says, who is the contest winner? And I believe I declared the contest closed before anybody won. But if anybody wants to contest it, you can contact me through PM, and I'll scroll back up to the window and see if you're right, because that's why I read off the last line that was typed in the chat room when I closed the contest. I was recording, but just got back. I was wondering, would you still give a shout-out to my father, Robert, who passed away a week ago? And Lifelike brought it up before I remembered, or Lifey. A quick hello to Robert out there. And he says, I'm good with words. What do you say when you have to do a death dedication? Tonight's harassment of the elderly goes out to Robert, who recently passed away this week. Our thoughts are with you, and we love you. What do you... I wish I had the Casey Kasem clip so I could play it. I wish we could make a concerted effort to come out of a goddamn up-tempo record when I gotta do a goddamn death dedication. But I'm serious. Robert was the father of one of our listeners, and something unfortunate happened, as it will happen with every one of us at some point throughout our lives. He lost his father, and that's a very sad thing. And I'm not making light of that, and I want to give a shout-out to Richard, wherever you are out there. Your son and all of us want you to know how much we love you. Did that seem appropriate enough? Yeah, that was good. Anyway, I'm going to go to the phones in a minute, but first I'm going to go take a piss, grab myself another beer, and play a song right here. Oh boy. Are you smoking Marlboro Milds? Because I'm choking to death over here. Oh, I hate those cigarettes. It's just wafting over here just now. I'll be right back. Juggle Who says, well, of course, you're entertaining, so I will not have the urge to tune out. Not that it would affect you at all. Care to post a link to this guy's video? As a matter of fact, I'll upload the guy's video so that you guys can go download it, because I want everybody to see it. I want everybody to see what I'm talking about. And Brandon says, I can send you the Casey Kasem clip. That's okay. And unfortunately, I don't accept transfers during the program because it'll kill my bandwidth and I might lose contact with the streams. Fair enough, right? Oh wow, Super Deuce thinks he found Sean Ward's phone number. Let me see if he's right. No, you're not right, Super Drew, but Super Drew found another person in the world named Sean Ward. Super Drew, if you can do a favor for me and send that in next week before I talk to Sean, and we'll have Sean Ward call Sean Ward. That'd be funny. Monkey Phone Mark says, I emailed you a call. You probably got it, and please play it on the show. It's one I did, and I love it. I love it so much. I'm not going to try to have a show anymore. You should, really check your email. I sent you a hilarious call I did. Okay, should I go check the email? Now that we have this build-up for a hilarious prank call, I'm going to go check it and download it. And if it sucks, everybody's going to pick on him. Well, let me check in for my email here. I don't have any logging into the email music that I can play for you. Well, let's see if we got it. My email is very slow. And it looks like I have an automated response from Jiggy Jaguar. I'm not sure what that's about. And we got new Monkey Phone prank calls. We got one email with an attachment and one without. So let me open up the one with the attachment because it's probably the one I want. And the prank is called Hard Object. So I'm going to download it, and I'm going to play it as soon as it's done downloading, so that we can all hear it for the first time as a world premiere here right now. And I should play the Fat Lady Falling Down music. It's supposed to be our world premiere music, and I never have it ready in time.
I can't breathe. Stop. No.
Clifton Heights McDonald's, I can help you.
Clifton Heights.
Who?
Clifton Heights McDonald's.
Yeah, Clifton Heights McDonald's.
Well, I've got quite a story for you. Let me begin. The other day, whilst I was dining in your restaurant, I came upon a hardened object inside my
object?
Inside of my McCheeseburger, and I knew it couldn't be good, but I think I swallowed it anyway. And a little earlier, like 20 minutes ago, approximately, it passed. I had a BM. And there was blood in my stool.
So wrong.
Hi, this is Lisa. How may I help you?
I think I found out what the hardened object was, though.
This is Lisa. How may I help you? I'm the manager here.
Oh, hello, Lisa.
Do you need something?
Well, I'm just trying to tell you this extravagant story. It seems yesterday, approximately 4 o'clock p.m., that I came upon a hardened object inside of my cheeseburger.
And you bought the cheeseburger from here?
Yes.
Did you call somebody yesterday?
Well, I didn't call anyone yesterday because I didn't think anything bad would happen. But then approximately 20 minutes ago, I had a BM, and it was like a toy or something. I don't know. It was like a wheel.
And your name is?
Craig Landbean.
Craig?
Landbean.
And how old are you?
I'm 16.
16? Do your parents know about this?
Well, I felt a little embarrassed to tell them, and I'm not quite sure I'm going to.
Okay, so your reason for calling us is because we can't do anything without your parents knowing about this.
Really?
Yes.
Well, in that case, I'm 21.
No, you said you were already 16. See that, and then if you're lying about your age, that means you could be lying about this also.
I'm not lying about this.
Look at Miss Lawyer on
well,
the phone.
I need your parents to call me, or you can give me your number and I can call your parents and I can go over this.
Wait, let me put my dad on. Hello? This is Craig's dad.
Bye.
Bye, love you.
Cracked her up too. There was a good prank call and the sound wasn't all fucked up.
www.monkey-phone.tk.
There you go. And they even put a little tag on the end. Damn, they're getting more advanced. God bless them. I wish they could get their fucking show to run. Well, thank you, Monkey Phone, for cracking me up. And there's a million fucking people blinking again. Menace to Conformity. The person who actually sent in the Shannon number that freaked Ted out so bad is writing in saying, I have a whole batoozle of numbers for easily confused Canadians back in my hometown. Want something? The last time I submitted to 404 it turned out great. I'm sorry, Menace to Conformity, but the last time you submitted to 404 was the last program. You killed 404, you bastard. Anyway, Super Dude says, could I call into the show? Sure. Go ahead, call into the show. Chato says, blink. He's making fun of blind people. Now, Juggle, who's going to attack him? Juggle Who says off air, please. Okay, so I'm going to read this. Start. Okay, Juggle Who, I read you off air. And he's basically saying that he agrees with me. He must have just gone and seen the whole video and seen the guy's fucking blog updated 12 times a day. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of characters of content every day this guy is providing. So I guess he's providing entertainment for some people. He provided at least 10 minutes worth of entertainment for me, because I was laughing like a mental patient through that whole video. First time I saw it. Pardon me for laughing at other people's faked and forced pain. That's the reason why I found it so funny, is because it was so insincere. Because it was obvious he was hamming it up for the camera. And he's a fucking phony, just like he is online, most likely. Anyway, let's see what else they're saying in the chat room here. We got, Chado says, I'm blinking as in the 1,000 blinks. I don't get it. 1,000 blinks. He wants to piss off 1,000 blind people. I was oops, never mind. Let me close that one out. That's one of those ones I forgot to close out before. If you want to, you can give me a call tonight if you're up for it, says DJ Glowworm. Let's see who's calling in right now. Probably those damn monkey phone kids.
Hello, how are you doing, dear? Oh, my God. I nearly barfed into the phone right there. Did you hear that? Oh, my God. Who is this? Hello. How are you doing, dear? Who is this, please? I cannot understand you, and I will be forced to hang up on you if we can't understand you. Hello, how are you doing, dear?
And they hung up. They got all nervous and hung up. It was Super Drew, but he got all nervous and hung up. Oh, man. Kids. Anyway, DJ Glowworm says, what happened to the drinking and burping? You're losing it. You mean I haven't been drinking and burping during the show? Have I been neglecting my duties? I've been burping a little bit. I've been drinking probably covertly, because I'm not announcing when I'm drinking. Like, anytime I'm not on the mic, I'm taking sips out of my beer here. And we're going to smoke some weed. You don't want to smoke with me? Did you put the last of the weed in the bowl? You did? This is the last. No more. I'm going to have to call Dave tomorrow. Do you want me to, or do you want me to wait a little while? I'll call him right now. I'll call the drug dealer tomorrow and I'll get some more weed. Because I'm about to smoke the last of our weed here. It's a very sad moment. Do I have like a funeral march music I can play or something in the background while I smoke the last? Yes, some sort of It's Alright to Cry by Rosa Greer. I have that on the computer somewhere, but I can't remember where.
What is it, from the sad music from Incredible Hulk?
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk sad walking away music from the Family Guy. What happened to the drinking and burping? You're losing it, says DJ Glowworm. So with that, I'm going to finish the last of this beer here. I'm impressed. That was nearly a full beer I just chugged right there. Oh boy. I'm going to get myself so drunk I can't make prank calls. Wouldn't that be horrible? Here's Super Drew calling back, probably.
Hey.
Hey!
How you doing?
I'm doing alright. But
I wanted to talk to you about fluoride.
Yeah, well, you know sodium fluoride sucks. It's the most dreadful toxin, but I don't want to talk about that right now. Right now, I want to talk about what it's like to be an egg-shaped woman.
Did you hear that? How can you hear that through the headphones?
Did I mention to everybody that I'm going deaf in my right ear, everybody? An update on KDK, I'm going deaf in my right ear.
What are you going deaf from?
I don't know. Probably from doing this show. But I'm going deaf in my right ear.
Is that a medical thing, or like a certainty, or you just think it is?
Well, I know I can't hear out of my right ear anymore, so I guess it's a certainty.
Someone might come back.
Can you hear me, your pack of cigarettes down there?
Maybe you injured it.
No, I didn't
And it'll
injure
come
my
back.
ear. I have what they call malformed eustachian tubes. They're the tubes that carry earwax from your ear to, like, the outside. So my ears get hopelessly clogged, and unless I have surgery, I go deaf. So I'm going deaf again, yay! I'm going to need surgery to have drains put in my ears. At least my right ear. My left ear is fine. So how are you doing?
Well, better.
Better than what?
Better now that
Better
I have
than
my
me.
computer back.
Better that you can listen in again.
Yeah.
Better that you couldn't listen in last week when I was playing the Salad Fingers music over you. Sorry about that. Keith was listening to that prank call where you were singing to the woman, and he was like, that so reminded me of when Salad Fingers was singing in those videos. So I played it, and it was pretty funny. Yeah, I should open. And I had that soundboard open all night for when Ryan called in, so I could play the music behind him in the background. Oof. Did you know last week when you called Betty?
Yeah. She showed up on your caller ID.
She called me back. Much like Ted got a call back, I got a call back. And it's not because people are setting us up and trying to get us in trouble, because, let's face it, the fine for doing a prank call is like fucking $50 and you're done with it. You know, it's not even worth getting involved in.
Mm-hmm.
But, some phone cards are forwarding, well, our phone card, the one that I normally use, has started forwarding our phone number to the people that we call. So that for the past couple of weeks I've been getting calls back, and one of them I got on the air. If you listen to the last episode that's posted at kdkprankcalls.com, click on the link for the Lunatic Fringe page. If you listen to the last show, or maybe it's the second to last show, one of those shows, a black woman calls back, and it was somebody that we had pranked, and I pranked her again, and just nothing was ever heard from it again. But I need to go out and try out some new prank cards. Phone cards!
You said you got it from a local company?
They're called Connecticut exclusive, and they're really cheap because you can only call from Connecticut. So it only works from a Connecticut phone, and a lot of people don't buy them because you can't use them at a payphone, and you can't use them out of state. So they're really cheap. So I buy them, and recently, probably because of me, because it's this little small company in Connecticut, and I'm making like dozens of prank calls every week, probably because of me, they started forwarding the numbers that are calling people like when you use the phone card. Like I'll call somebody up through the phone card, and my phone number will show up outright, or their caller ID.
I mean, it takes probably an effort for them to do that.
No, it would show up on the caller ID, and they can hit redial or star 69 or whatever and call me right back. But it's not a big deal to me. It scared the hell out of Ted because he didn't realize that it happens, I guess. But I'm going to try out some new phone cards, so hopefully that won't happen anymore. Not that it's a big deal, because like I said, what's the worst that could happen? I get a $50 fine.
Yeah.
Really. I gotta do 2 hours of community service. I gotta go pick up garbage with retarded people for an hour. I probably have fun doing it too. Pick up garbage with the retarded people.
That video was fun. The stage.
You watched it?
I watched part of it, and there are enough lines in there. You could use that as a soundboard.
You want to make a soundboard out of Justin Hall's Misery and Pain? I wouldn't see a problem with it because I think
he's trying to be like super intellectual.
Oh, exactly. He's a complete poser. The way he's fiddling with his hair and leaning into the camera and trying to make sure he looks good on camera, and starting out with an angle that looks really, really bad, You know, he's just trying to be dramatic. And he even says that.
He had a flashlight in part of it. He put a flashlight up to his face.
Yeah, he's just like the biggest fucking phony poser.
Like a little kid does.
I'm not going to feel bad because some fucking poser has created a phony world for himself and now doesn't like it. I don't give a shit. Anyway, you feel like calling somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me turn your volume down a little because we're getting a little feedback for some reason. I'm going to call up. I'm going to mute the mic and give you the name and then try only to use either or name. You know what I mean?
Hello, Ken. Yeah. I wanted to call and warn you. There's a man running around here selling vitamins, and I bought some of them and they made me sick. Who is this? This is Florence. Who? Florence. I live about, I'm on the other block. But I'm calling all the houses. I'm looking through the phone book here, and I'm calling people locally. And the reason I'm calling is this guy came to my house selling vitamins, and they made me sick. Yeah, okay. Do you buy vitamins from door-to-door vendors? Like these door-to-doors, you don't know where they're from. They could be selling you smack. They could be selling you some killed down, like real hard, like concentrated. I think that's what it was. Are you there?
I think he finally got hung up. Took him about a minute, but he finally hung up the phone, I think. I'm looking through the book again. You there?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Did you buy flowers on Main Street?
Oh, man, that was fast. She was out of there right quick.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm getting weird feedback right now. That's weird. Let's try one more before I go.
Alright.
Because I'm going to have to pee here soon. So, the name is...
Hello? Hello? Is James there? Who's calling? This is Florence. I think I sold him some bad flowers.
No, you're calling the wrong number.
Well, I sold a gentleman some flowers today on Main Street, and
Main Street where?
Main Street here in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, who are you calling?
I'm calling James. I believe this is the gentleman I sold some flowers to. And the flowers, I think, had some bugs in them. Because I brought them back, and the ones I had these. You didn't see them at first. They're deep down. But then they were really disgusting bugs, and I think one, crawled in my skin or something.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
Well,
I sold some of those flowers today, and I didn't want those. I wanted to warn the people that I'd sold them to. And I think
We live in Connecticut.
You live in Connecticut?
You're calling Connecticut.
Well, you haven't been to Oregon recently?
No, never. I think you have the wrong number.
Well, do you know the other gentleman with the same name?
What is the last name?
Well, I couldn't quite make it out, but I think he gave, I happened to see a business card, and I think this was the guy, the corn guy, and James.
think you have the wrong number.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, okay.
But thank you for calling.
Oh, thank you. You have a nice evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're cracking me up when you're talking about the buzz.
About what?
About the buzz. It was pretty funny. I have this crazy woman I work with who was telling me a couple weeks ago that she was trying to bake and she found fleas in her flour.
Oh, yeah?
And it was one of those moments where you just realize that somebody that you're talking to is completely insane. And you don't know how to, like, politely back out of the conversation and get away from it. But anyway, I'm going to let you go.
Okay. Have a good
And
one.
I'll talk to you online.
All right. Bye.
Okay, peace out, bro. Everybody, that was Ryan. Ron Milk from the chat room, who's back and able to listen again for the first time after a couple of weeks. And I really do have to... I really do have to go take a leak. So I'm going to play the last of these Sean Ward prank calls. This is the last world premiere Sean Ward prank call of the evening, and it's called the Potato Bag.
Thank you for calling Alfred Sobeys Ready to Service and speaking. How may I help you?
Hello. You are the Sobeys?
Yep.
I was at the store earlier today, and I bought the baked potato, the big one.
Yep.
And my brother, I have him help me load it into the trunk because I couldn't lift that size big bag myself.
Yeah.
So my brother helped me put it in the trunk, and he dropped his side that he was holding.
Yeah.
And the baked potato hit the ground, or open potato roll under the car.
Yeah.
So the baked potato broke open. I have no potato now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come down. I want to know who I need to speak to about replacing the baked potato.
Just give me a second. Hold on a second.
Bring you the receipt, yes.
Yep. Just hold on, please.
Hello? Hello?
Thanks for calling Alfred Sobeys Ready to Service and speaking. How may I help you?
Yes, hello. I was just put on hold for far too long. I want to speak to the manager.
Store manager not in, but you can talk to someone in charge if you like.
I want someone in charge.
Sure, one second. And for service, Kathy speaking.
Yes, hello. Are you in charge right now?
Yes, I am.
Yes, your people put me on hold just now. For far too long. It's not good customer service.
Oh, no, she was just explaining the situation to me, and then you hung up and called back.
I see. Thank you. So you understand about the potatoes?
I understand about the potatoes, but I don't understand why you'd want something free.
I bought the potatoes.
Yeah?
I have the receipt.
Uh-huh.
I didn't drop the potatoes. My brother dropped the potatoes. It was not my fault.
Okay.
So I think I should come down and get new potatoes. I'll not bring my brother this time.
But are you coming in to exchange the potatoes that you...
Yes, I'm going to give you the bag of broken potatoes, and you're going to give me the one that's not broken. I have the receipt.
Okay. Is there anything else wrong with them? It's just that how many are broken?
Oh, like the bag is broken open, and potatoes roll all over the parking lot. There's potatoes in your parking lot right now. I cannot collect them all, but I bring you the bag. They're big. There's no potatoes in the bag. It's ripped open, but I bring you the bag, and I'll give you the bag.
Okay, how many potatoes are in the bag?
Oh, the large bag, the biggest one.
I know, but how many potatoes do you still have, or are they all over the parking lot?
They're all in the parking lot. I have none. I have the bag, and I'll bring you the bag and get another one to replace. With potatoes in the bag is still not broken. I have the receipt.
I understand that, but I don't understand how it was our problem.
Because my brother did not buy the potatoes. I bought the potatoes.
Okay.
But I did not drop them. My brother did. It's not my fault.
Okay, fine.
So if I dropped it, then I could understand. But as it is...
Yeah, but see, as our point, it wasn't a fault because we had dropped it. It was by your brother who dropped it. So
no, but it was in your... I had not left the parking lot.
I know, but it was done by you, not done by us.
But in your parking lot.
I know, but you purchased it already.
But it was in your parking lot, and I did not drop... I'm the one that bought the potatoes. I didn't drop it. My brother...
I know you're explaining that your brother bought them.
No, I bought them. My brother
right, and your brother
dropped
them. You can that's why I'm saying I don't understand why we're reimbursing you.
No, not refund. I do not want the refund. I have the receipt. I'm going to come in and exchange. Give you the bag. You give me a new bag of potatoes.
I know.
That are not on the parking lot. That are in the bag.
I know, but we didn't actually drop them.
But your parking lot, I did not drop them. My brother. I have the receipt. My brother.
Okay, I'm going to talk to the next manager that's coming in and see what she says.
What time she come in?
She's in right now. I will speak to her. I'm going to put you on hold.
Thank you.
One moment.
I am getting curious. I am Aharma. I am on hold again. I am on hold again. This is not good customer service.
Hello?
Hello?
You can come in and pick up a new bag of potatoes. Just bring the ones that you have.
The ones, the bag?
Yes.
Wait, I'll bring the bag. I'm coming now.
Okay.
Okay, now we're back. It helps if I unmute my microphone. And now we're back. And that was the last world premiere prank call of the night from SeanWard.net. And that one was, of course, entitled The Potato Bag. And it's a good thing that Sean did his Indian voice live here for us before we heard it in the prank call, because that was me hearing it for the first time as you guys did just now. So I think it works better that we heard the impression live and then got to hear the prank call where he used it. Anyway, let me see what people are saying in the chat room. We got a shit ton of people blinking again. Everybody's writing in the chat room. Alex and Anita visiting January 27th through 30th. Wouldn't that mean tonight is the last night? Well, later tonight. Tonight's the 29th. Well, it's the 30th now. Full body erotic massages and 2-girl massage and shows with special rates. Female masturbation video shoot. Females 18 and over, no experience. You want to call and apply for...
Hello, I would like to apply for the female masturbation video. I know there's a lot of older men out there who might get off on an elderly woman with a tube in her throat.
Yeah, the sick part is there probably are. Anyway, let me close that one out. Your father wouldn't like tracheotomy porn. Menace to Conformity says, come on, many people now smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Oh, that's funny. Isn't that ironic, don't you think? Juggle thinks he's been banned from the chat room and muted. I don't know how, I don't know why. I am aggravated because of certain things, but I don't mean to sound like a total bitch, and I'm about to fucking snap someone's neck out of pure irritation. Stop acting like a dumbass. And that's coming in from Neo. Oh, I didn't... God damn it. Are my ops getting power hungry again? I hate it when the ops get all power hungry.
Hello.
Hello there, Jill.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, Jill. How are you today?
Why are you calling me after midnight? We're gonna let it all hang out. Why are you calling me? Who is this?
Super Drew.
Who are you?
I'm from Monkey Phone.
What is a monkey phone? Is that a monkey that answers the phone for you?
Yes.
I could use one of those.
So could I. I always miss my calls. My cat is not good at it. Yes.
So, why did you hang up on me before? You get scared?
No, I forgot about the delay.
What do you mean?
Like, I heard you talking, and then I didn't hear it on the show because there's a delay.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, I don't know, some answer machine or something. I don't know.
Dumbass.
I know, I am.
So how old are you guys again? Are you the one who's been driving me crazy trying to get this stupid show to work?
That's Mark. I'm 13, Matt and Mark are 14, and Eric and Mike are 13.
He's 14 years old. Why the hell can't he figure out how to get the fucking show to work?
I don't know. I think he's...
I see fucking 8-year-olds who can figure it out.
I guess it's his computer, because it's a piece of shit.
I went through step by step telling him exactly what to set for everything.
I don't know. It just keeps disconnecting for some reason.
Well, anyway, who was that whispering?
That was me, so I just whispered.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You're covering up for someone.
No?
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
Little whispering person, who are you?
That was me.
Who's that?
Nothing. My cat just clawed me.
Oh, so it was the cat talking now.
Yes.
Put the cat in a box and get it stoned. You know you're going to do it someday. Just because you heard me talk about it. You're totally going to put your cat in a box and get it stoned. Do you feel like calling somebody?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, we don't have to if you don't want to.
I just don't have any ideas.
What?
I just don't have any ideas.
Okay, so what did you want to talk about that you called into the program? Don't make me play the crickets on you. I love the crickets now. So what did you want to talk about? You must have a topic or something, right?
No, I don't know. I just wanted to promote Monkey Phone. That's all.
Monkey-phone.tk.
Yeah. We've been trying to make a .com, but we can't get a credit card anyway.
Well, next time you have a birthday or Christmas present coming up, make your parents pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you go, though, bro.
Wait. I got a question about your cat.
Which one?
All of them. If you scratch, in front of their tail, do they lick things?
Do they lick things?
My cat...
No, but with the female, if you scratch the base of her tail, she'll get horny and she'll spread her twat open for you. That's true. If you scratch a female cat, right at the base of the tail, that's what makes them horny, and then they spread out their twat for you.
Wow.
Wow. Now you know.
Thank you.
And knowing is half the battle.
Hopefully that'll be on TV someday.
Yeah, I'm a great role model for this 14-year-old kid who's calling me right now. I'm an evil, awful person, and I shouldn't be on internet radio. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, bro.
Okay.
Okay, peace out.
Bye-bye.
He made it all the way through the crickets. I didn't even have to get into the loons. I have, all these sound effects for, when boring people call in, different sound effects I can play. We got the loons. We got the creepy wind. This might take a moment to start up here. Most of them start out really low, because I want them to build to get the full effect. And then we have the owls. You know you're really bad when you get the owls. And then the frogs. The frogs and the crickets in unison. Anyway, and the ultimate insult to get the gong, of course. I don't know. I can't even think of anybody bad enough to get the gong. Who would get the gong? If somebody had to, who would get the gong? David Go. There's a 0.5%er. David Go. I'm the only one laughing. Everybody else is asking, why is he laughing? Why is that funny? Because you don't know David Go, okay? Me and Jiggy Jaguar are laughing. And that's about it. Nobody else. Anyway, you listen to the... Anyway, let's call somebody. I haven't made a single prank call myself tonight, and people are going to say that I'm a phony, because I haven't done any prank call. Because I'm so smart and wily that I get other people to create my show for me. Anyway, let's see. Monkey Phone says, he's giving me a link, and he says, please play this. The audio is really funny, too. It's a flash cartoon called Sasper. Well, I'm not going to play that right now because I don't like using links while I'm on the air. Super Juice says, what's up with calling the number? It's like Jill, and it's really fucking weird. What's up with that? Sorry, I forgot about the delay. did you get that email I sent you, the listeners' collage? Ilsonic is still on it, but oh well, I even got you, and I think I got Keith too. That's right, Supergroup from Monkey Phone made a collage of us and all of the listeners of KDK's Lunatic Fringe, which I unfortunately can't use because Ilsonic asked me to remove his picture from the listeners page. So he shouldn't be in a collage or anything either. And he's like right in the center in the collage too, so. Well, thank you, Monkey Phone, but I really can't use it. And Shadow says, what's the site? I can see that idiot dude. DJ Glowworm is so pissed. You should check it out. I took some videos, and they're kicking in. I took some Vicos. Vicos? This guy's on Vicodin, and they're kicking in. This song is trippy. I guess he's talking about Chapter House, because that's the sort of music I used to listen to when I was a teenage stoner. And I used to lay on my bed with my headphones and listen to CDs while I took my pot. As Margaret Cho says, while I took my pot. Are you taking the pot? No, that was Rosie O'Donnell, actually, wasn't it? I'm mixing up my lesbian comedians. I must be really drunk. I'm mixing up my lesbian comedians. Monkey Phone Mark says, I'd like to do a prank call. Here's my number. Didn't Mark already call me? Hellberger says, Letitia Washington in Hamden. It works. Letitia Washington. I wish I could do a good black chick voice. I wish I could do a Fantessa voice. Man. Yeah, really. Call and, just fight with people. Somebody with an incomprehensible name says, can you prank call Chris Scrimes for me? And he didn't confirm the number. So I'll give that a big fat no. Shyman says, are you going to play the Tsunami song? I already played that one. That must be a really old message. We got new stuff coming in. I'm going to have to send you a picture of me, says Uriel. Well, Uriel made sure to nude. Never mind, I'm only kidding. But really, I'm not. No, he's over 18. Go ahead and send me nudes. I want to see nudes. You see my ass on the website. Show me yours. I want to start a new gallery of listeners' asses. Wouldn't that be great? You don't even have to put their name there if they don't want. I'll just put up your ass, and I won't say whose it is in case they're ashamed of your ass. You've been to the website. You've seen my ass. Let's go on and show us yours. Chado says, I'm out. Off pot Vico time. Okay. Never mind. Some of our listeners are in Vicodin. And they smell like bourbon in Vicodin, like Elizabeth Taylor. I have a phone number that you can call. It's confirmed, and it's a friend of my girlfriend. Her dad's name is Kelly. Her dad's name is Kelly. So, I think it'd be great if you could pull something on Kelly, or you can talk to the friend whose name is Carly. So, if possible, pull something on the Hansons. Just making sure you got my last message about the Hansons. Sean brought it up to you on air, and I thought it'd be great for you to pull a Rosenthal call on them. If you need the info again, I can give it to you, no problem. I got it already, but it's not inspiring me to call them. And Sean Ward is telling me stuff that ought to be told to me off the air. Pez Boy has numbers for a Rent-A-Midget. I still want to rent a midget. I'm gonna call and rent a midget. Everybody, let me find some music I can play while I call and rent myself a midget. This is too funny. Tell someone if there's nobody on duty, I rent a midget.
Hey, this is Chris. I'm not available right now, so leave your name and your number.
Sorry, UFS.
Damn, he had one of those fucking smart machines that hung up on me. You know, he was trying to hack his answer machine. Well, I guess we're not going to be able to prevent the Major Pez Boy, so I'm going to close that one out, and let me see what else people are saying here. Minister Conformity says, last summer my dealer's dog ate what we estimated to be a half a pound of weed. It was a big burly German Shepherd. That dog was chasing nothings and banging into walls for 3 days. Oh man, I love it. You know, I remember the first time that I got stoned, the first time I ever smoked weed in my life, was when I walked into my parents and they were smoking weed. And they were actually getting the dog stoned. I caught my parents getting the dog stoned, like holding his face and like blowing the smoke in his face, up his nose. And it was a big ass blue Merle Collie. You can look it up online if you want. It's a blue Merle Collie. It's a giant dog. It's enormous. If it stood on its hind legs, it would be 6 feet tall. It was a huge fucking dog. And I walked in on them smoking weed. And they blew smoke in my face much like they did the dog. And they got me stoned for the first time when I was like 8 years old. So, God bless my parents. Wonderful parents I had, didn't I? No wonder I turned out the way I did. I smoked with my dad, like, since then, too. Because, you know, your parents grow old and they fall out of touch with, like, the rest of the drug community. And they don't know where to buy pot from anymore. So instead, they become alcoholics. So I used to get stoned with my dad every once in a while. In the last few months that I lived with my parents, I got stoned with my dad a couple times. And he was always constantly amazed at how strong the pot was. No matter how good or bad it was, my dad was always amazed. Which just reminded me how much stronger weed is now than when my parents were kids. My parents are usually dealing with something that's like little more than a cigarette. And then they're smoking pot that makes them feel like they don't have a trip, and they're like completely out of it. Anyway, Sean Ward says, Starlight, I've been in and out. When did you get her? When did you get here? So Sean Ward is sending me love letters meant for Starlight. Anyway, let me prank call somebody before we lose any more listeners. Let me see how many people are tuning in. See if it's worth me doing prank calls. We got 8 people on Wild Bunch. Oh, that's pathetic. I think we're going to stop the Wild Bunch thing because they obviously just don't get it. They don't like us. We work on PCU, and that's the only place that we work, you know? It's like, the only reason PCU works is because people know my voice from the KDK prank calls that they hear all the time on PCU. So they have some sort of respect for the internet demigod that I am. Anyway.
Hello?
Hello, is this KDK?
Who is this?
My name... Oh, what are you doing to me? Oh! My name is Ed. Hello?
Oh man, I lost it because of the feedback on that one. God damn it. Did you hear that? The feedback was so bad on that one, she just fucking hung up on me. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the end of the program. I do have some new prank call stuff that I wanted to play, and this is another one of those Arnold Schwarzenegger prank phone calls done from Nunu, and this one is done by, well, London Energy actually called Arnold on this one.
Yeah. How are you?
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is me, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hello?
How are you?
Can I see you come to fire so you got some electricity?
Affirmative. I agree with you.
Hello?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Can you answer some questions for me, please?
Who is your daddy And what does he do?
Hello?
Hi. Hey.
Is that Miss Boulevard?
Negative. This is me, Arnold Schwarzenegger. No deal. Arnold Schwarzenegger. How are you?
Hello? Would you not be interested in saving some money in your gas electricity then, Arnie?
Yeah. Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Would you be interested in saving some money?
Always have, always will.
Pardon?
What are you, my father? Come on.
Would you... do you want to save some money on your gas electricity?
Affirmative.
Affirmative, so yeah.
First, I would like to just get to know you.
Okay, go on.
What's your name?
Christopher.
What do you want?
I want to see if you want to save some money on your gas electricity.
Who are you?
Christopher Tushingham, I'm calling from London Energy.
This is me, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Alright, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's Mr. Is Mr. there, please?
No, that's not true.
What? Hello? You there?
You.
Can you hear me?
With me. Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. do you want to save some money on your gas electricity?
What's going on?
What?
What's going on?
I'm trying to get you to just get some gas and electricity so you can save some money.
Stop whining.
What?
Don't you understand? I feel like I was meant for something more than this. What the hell were you thinking?
What about?
Stop shouting! I'm not deaf! You know why you're shouting? I don't know. Good morning.
Hello, cutie pie.
How are you? How are you? How are you? Excuse me, I have a few more questions if you don't mind. Excuse me, I have a few more questions if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem.
Nothing works if it isn't thought out. You lack discipline. I'm going to take a shower. Let me talk to your mother. Take your mother, please. Let me talk to your mother. Take your mother, please. Take your mother, please.
You supplied your gas and electricity now? Arnie. Hello?
You do.
London Energy do?
Affirmative. Take your mother, please.
Pardon?
Let me talk to your mother. Take your mother, please.
Pardon?
Take your mother, please. Please.
But I can't understand what you're saying.
Let me talk to your mother.
A little for your mother?
Take your mother, please. Shut up.
You're making my job a lot easier, by the way, mate.
You idiot.
You idiot.
I really like you, right? You must be very proud of yourself.
Wow.
You must be very proud of yourself.
Right, that.
Guess what it is in 3 weeks? It's my birthday! Yay! I'm not going to tell you. I want you to do something romantic for Valentine's Day and my birthday. We'll make it one holiday. And I want you to do something romantic for once. What do you tear into a box of marshmallow-shaped hearts? Heart-shaped marshmallows. Hmm?
Good.
We don't have enough teeth to take half the heart. Here. Can you do that for me, please? Do something romantic for once. Oh, it's just because it's Valentine's Day. I was going to do romantic things, and then I felt like having chocolate. So I went out to the car, and I brought in all the Valentine's chocolate. Get down. Yeah! You bastard. You see, I said get down, and he started walking away, and he turned back like, well, maybe he's not serious. I'll just eat all her food anyway. That's why we have the water pistol. Right here. Is that what you're looking for, the water pistol? Oh, I put them over here. Because I'm going to take one.
Sometimes I tell him to get out of the room and he'll just look at me. You know damn well what it means.
The cat doesn't know what you mean when you say get out of the room. When you point? When you pick him up and throw him out of the room and close the door behind him, maybe then he'll cry for 5 minutes. And then figure out what you're trying to say. So you have a psychic connection with the cat. And it knows when you want to be left alone. I'm not saying nothing, I'm just like pointing out the obvious.
Just when he's trying to get it. Baba boy, how is
There's your answer for everything. Howard Stern's penis is not the answer for everything. Just most things. Let's see how many people are listening to us in the last 14 minutes of the program here. We got, holy shit, we got 45 people listening on PCU and only 7 people on Wild Bunch. So we may as well go. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. What time you gotta get up? 9? You feel frisky? Give me 10 minutes, I'll set up the video camera to the DVD recorder, and we can make DVD movies. DVD home movies. You're weighing the pros and cons. So I'm going to be masturbating again tonight? What do you mean? Not with the hooking up of the cameras? No, it really wouldn't. It would take about like 2 minutes. I think the wire that I need to connect the camcorder into the DVD recorder, I think is already attached to the camcorder from when I had it attached to the VCR in one of the drawers in the bedroom. In one of the electronics drawers on the right-hand side there. What? Say goodnight to everybody? Okay, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody because I'm going to go get laid on video. If anybody wants to buy a copy of the videotape, make your highest offer and we'll put it on eBay. What?
I don't know about that.
Wouldn't that be great if we could make money just like selling porno videos off of eBay? For all of our horny, lonely, gay listeners who have like an odd gay fixation with both of us. Okay, well, Kinky will buy one. Kinky is totally in there. As long as the price is under $20, I'm sure he'll buy one. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I love you all. Don't forget to tune in again next week and stay beautiful. And I'm going to go get laid. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. And stay beautiful.